Hello. Okay, so I just thought about this one day and decided that I would make it into a video, mainly because I haven't made a real full video in a bit. So I love My Little Pony. I love the way that the genetics work. So a while back I made these little reference charts just so I could get my thoughts together, and they came in handy for this project. For this project, I chose Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy because it would be easier to start off with two ponies that are from the same tribe. I wouldn't have to figure out which species I wanted to do because they're both Pegasus. So devotion is a word that comes to mind that feels like a mix of loyalty and kindness when I was thinking about it. Using my charts, I came to the conclusion that Fluttershy would have the dominant genes. Here's what I put in my notes for an explanation. Rainbow Dash is a perfect mix-up for parents, having her dad's mane and her mom's coat. Fluttershy, however, is a spit-out copy of her mom with just a lighter hair color, and Zephyr Breeze also takes after his mother, which makes me think that Mrs. Shy's genes are dominant, which I would assume make Fluttershy's genes dominant. If you couldn't tell, I have no idea how genes work, so I am just going to use this rule for any fan kids I make in the future. So I just looked up Pegasus base on Google and grabbed the only one that actually had a transparent background and a reasonable pose. Side note, I just refound the image, and the creator says to credit them if used, so this base was made by Crystal Heart Bases on DeviantArt, linked in the description. I mixed Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy's coat colors together to get this green color, just to get more of a basis on who this character is going to be. I started sketching her mane. I want it to be obvious that she primarily takes after Fluttershy when it comes to looks. In my notes, I wrote, sketching her hair, I just wanted to be clear that she takes after Fluttershy more, so I gave her Fluttershy's bangs. The messy ends aren't fully natural. She's clumsy because she constantly goes faster than she's prepared for. Next, the color I decided on for her outline is this teal cyan color. I wanted to use a shade of blue for the outline to take after Rainbow Dash. I didn't want to give her solid color hair, but I also didn't want to straight up give her Rainbow Dash's mane. So I did a mix. Fluttershy's pink, and then Rainbow's purple, blue, and yellow. Her tail colors are yellow and pink, which was inspired from Rainbow's first design, or concept designs, which was her rainbow mane with just a yellow, red, and green tail. When I got to her coat color, I started with the color I'd mixed up earlier, and I realized that this just looks like my recolored Fluttershy that I did a few months, maybe a year ago, just with a few different colors. So I decided to give her Rainbow Dash's eye color to try to level it out. I went and I tried a few different coat colors, and I decided to just straight up do Rainbow Dash's coat color because I really don't want her to look like green Fluttershy. In my notes, this is where I start getting into who this character is as a pony. In most situations, she would be reserved or quiet. She's very protective and holds her friends dear. And even in some circumstances, she can be caught getting loud when she's excited. Another thing for my notes, her special talent is writing/documenting. Rainbow and Fluttershy share the hobby of reading, so I wanted to make their daughter's special talent writing. She would end up getting a job as a historian where she specializes in facts about the growth of Equestria through the ages. She often has to go back and rewrite her works because she goes too fast and her writing ends up illegible. She would like animals but not have a calling for them. Basically, she just loves them because she grew up around them. She's very fast-paced, making her clumsy. I'd like to think Rainbow wanted her to be a Wonderbolt, but she wasn't into it. She would still try her best at practices, but would be awful at it, resulting in her mother being okay with her not wanting to be a Wonderbolt in the end. Since MLP has a tradition of ponies being named something that eerily predicts their lives, I named this pony Felty Scribe. Scribe as in writer and Felty as in allegiance. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I used a script for this video, so let me know what you think about that as well. Do I sound like a robot? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.